What up, sister? What up, everybody? Friends, foes. Okay, be bold. Thank you. Hey, guys. I know a lot of you were wondering, where am I? What's going on? The last video you did see was me caught in a storm, and a lot of people were wondering whether I made it through. Obviously, you know, because it ended off me being with my auntie, my son, and everything like that. Thank God. I'll give you a brief summary of what happened. That night, I ended up spending the night over her house because, hey, everybody, and I'm sorry if I don't address you. I just wanted to just get straight to the point. Thank you, Sean. Are you okay and your baby? I just learned about you and the water. Yeah, we're okay, thank God. Thank God he wasn't in the car with me. When I realized that it was raining that bad, I was like, oh, let me just let him stay with my aunt and I'll just go home because I didn't have any clothes. I needed to get my other stuff. There was other things that I needed to get at home. So when I decided to drive, I didn't see that there were any like puddles because there were other cars going through it. But you got to remember, the car that I was driving was super old and it's super low. And so anyways, the reason why I'm making this video is mainly for the people that are concerned. I know there are a lot of people that probably find joy in seeing me go through shit and my pain or whatever, which is fine. Donna and Jess, thank you so much. Sweetie, I want to apologize for yelling at you to calm down, baby. But I really was scared for you and wanted you to be safe. Donna, I appreciate you. A lot of people that were yelling at me, I understand that you were yelling at me. Hey, Sasha, for God, love you. You guys were yelling at me because you were concerned. I had to put myself in somebody else's shoes that said that they were watching me, knowing that they can't do anything for me. And it's like you're watching me sit in a car that's literally getting flooded. One thing I didn't think about was the safety hazard. When you're in a car that is flooding, the water pressure could be so heavy and hard that when you try to open the door, you might not be able to open the door. What up? Shout out Port City. You might not be able to open the door. Thank you, Anne. Thanks so much. And again, I'm sorry if I'm not reading your comments. Anybody that's saying hey to me, I'm so sorry. Hey. So I wasn't thinking that maybe if I tried to open the door, I'd be stuck. I wasn't thinking that the power would go out in the car and I would be stuck. I wasn't thinking none of that. I know a lot of y'all was like, why the fuck would she just grab, excuse my language, why would she grab a camera and go live? I know that's probably like the dumbest thing ever. But when I saw somebody across from me, I seen another car and another car that was abandoned. I thought to myself, if I call 911, what are they going to do? Say, get out the car and leave it, right? So I felt like I needed people with me. I was on the phone with my aunt prior to going live, and I was telling her, oh my God, like I'm screaming on the phone with my aunt. There was nothing she could do. The only thing my aunt said was, get to my house right now. That's all she said. As soon as I hang up the phone with my aunt, I was like, boom, I'm gonna just go live. So I go live, not knowing that it would affect anybody, if I was gonna trigger anybody. I'm sorry about that. I just felt like I needed to just have proof of what I was going through in that moment, and I needed support in that moment. I felt that I needed it. So I go live, and I'm almost in denial that it's happening to me because I kept trying to turn the ignition, like thinking, okay, I'll just back the car out of this puddle. It's just a puddle. It ain't nothing. Then when it started getting past my knees, that's when I was like, okay, I got to get out this car. Then I noticed that the water was going above my paperwork and all this stuff. So, and thank you so much for everybody that's here right now. So as I'm going through this, I'm not really thinking logically. I'm literally not. So I grab everything that I need and I get out the car. And I know a lot of y'all was pissed off that I was talking to that dude. Like, we were the only two people out there. And when I seen the guy, he said something to me. So I went up to him and I started talking to him or whatever. I don't know what I was thinking about. And Missy, you said AAA will help. I'm gonna tell you, Missy, I had called AAA the prior day, and I could not, the next day, I couldn't get any help. But I'm gonna tell you what happened to me real quick. So anyways, after that happened, you guys saw me get safely into my auntie's house. I did not sleep. I could not sleep because all I kept thinking is my car is in the middle of the street. By the time the water goes down, the cops are gonna tow the car. I cannot get the car out of the tow. I don't know what I'm gonna do because I got other shit that I have to take care of. So I'm thinking about where's they gonna tow the car? What's this? So I couldn't sleep. So I stayed up. The next morning, I walked back to the car and I seen a pile of cars just honking. I didn't know they were honking at my car. Nobody could tell that my car was empty. So I ran across the street. I swear to y'all, not even thinking, almost got hit by a damn car. Trying to tell people to calm down, like, don't worry, like it's my car. So I get there, like 5 minutes, literally 7 minutes later, the police come. And as I'm like, you know, in my car, my ass is wet and everything. I just was like, whatever. I just need to be in the car. So if a cop tries to come, they see that there's an owner of the vehicle and so they won't tow it. So anyway, I'm looking to the side of me where the drunk dude was. His car is empty. And then there's another car that was empty. These are newer model cars, beautiful cars, whatever. And please forgive me for saying that because as much as I kept dissing the car that I was driving, I'm grateful to have had it. I'm grateful because it got me back and forth for 2 years, you know. But I'm going to get into this real quick just so you guys know that car does not belong to me. So a lot of y'all that was in the comment section talking hella shit, that's not my car. I had a car. My car was stolen in front of my house and it was completely trashed and emptied. My son's belongings were taken, his car seat, and I went through it. I cried about it. I was depressed about it for about months because they took all of my SD cards. If you guys know what SD cards, those are where you keep all your, hey Tracy, what up? Yes, I see you, sis. So anyway, like all my stuff was missing out the car. And it hurt me because my grandmother had just died and I was planning to make a video for all of my aunties and uncles of my grandmother from years. So whoever stole my car stole my purse. They stole everything. They stole Amir's baby clothes. They stole his book bag. They stole his car seat, and they left my license on the back seat of the car. So I was going through a lot from there. When I was going through that, my mother had an extra car. So what she said was, just drive this car. Love you too, Tracy. Just drive this extra car. So because I couldn't afford to get another car because my dumbass, when I was with my ex, sociopath, which is diagnosed. So please don't tell me I'm calling anybody out their name without any medical degree. He's a diagnosed sociopath. He told me it was against his religion to not have full coverage. Dumb as I may sound, I listened to him because I was like, okay, this is supposed to be the male in the relationship. I got to listen to what he said because my mother is the type that anything my father says, she listens. So I listened to him. So I didn't put full coverage on my my car. So when it got stolen, I lost everything, including the car. So she gives me this car, which is a very old car, but it got me to where I need to go back and forth. And I'm grateful for that. So forgive me if anybody felt like I was sounding a type of way by calling it ugly. I'm grateful that I had it, period. So anyways, that's first. It's not my car. So when I got out the car and I kept looking at the car flooding and I'm watching the water go up, mind you, when I'm sitting in the car, the water is higher than what it looked like from outside because somebody's dumbass said that water wasn't even that high. How about you switch roles with me and let your car be submerged underwater that high? You said it's not high. Well, that shit got high enough to pass my lap and pass my ass. And excuse me for cursing when I was in that video, talking about where the water was reaching through my crevices and all that. I'm just being myself, you know? So in that moment, when I went outside and I kept staring at the car and I'm like, yo, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't have a car. It was not me dry begging. I didn't ask nobody for not one nothing. It was not me dry begging. Basically, I couldn't get out of my mind that this is the only thing that gets me back and forth to work with my son. Mind you, if I had it like that, I would have been had something better than what I was driving. Vanette, hey baby, comment ça va? Hey, Vanette. So basically, like, I kept repeating it, but not noticing that I was repeating it. I didn't do it to dry beg because I didn't ask anybody for any help. I told you guys I'm going to have to take money out of such and such to get a car. I didn't ask anybody for nothing. I don't expect you guys to pay for my mistakes because I'm going to tell you this. My mother told me not to drive and I didn't listen to her. So that's my fault. I have to take responsibility for it, not you guys. As much as you guys say that you want to help me, I truly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart, but it's not your responsibility. And I don't want you to feel as if I was dry begging. I literally could not focus. I couldn't stop repeating myself. I wasn't trying to make you guys feel bad for me. And it really pisses me off, especially when it's people that I know and I care for that say that I stay playing victim. If somebody knows me and they say that I stay playing victim, I want them to stay the fuck out of my life because I don't play victim. What I do is repeat the shit that I go through. That doesn't mean I'm playing victim. I'm just telling somebody what I'm going through in the moment. Am I supposed to hold it in? That's not healthy either, to hold that shit in. Yes, Tracy, I was triggered as fuck. Thank you, Kenya. I appreciate that. Super chat. Again, I did not ask you guys for nothing, and I don't expect you guys to ever baby me and take care of me. It's my fault. I did what I did. I should have never drove out there. And then to be quite honest with you, I wear glasses, right? So I probably didn't see the puddle because I didn't have my glasses on. All right? I can't see at night, really, too much. So another thing, there's usually like blockages that say do not drive or whatever. They have like whatever. The blockages only came after I got stuck. The guy that was sitting next to me, the drunk dude, he was sitting there for 3 hours and nobody came to block the road. So, you know, anyways, let's get back to the stuff. People are saying that I'm dry bagging. People are saying that I'm trying to make you guys feel bad so that you could donate. I want to say shout out to Dr. Enke. Dr. Enke, you've been sending mad love my way and telling people to look out for me, you know, or at least say a word, a good word. I appreciate you, Dr. Enke. I appreciate all of y'all, honestly. Because all this stuff was going on, the next day, the following day, what did I do? I think I went home, but I left my son with my aunt. I went home and I called the insurance company, and thank God the insurance company said, you've lucked out. You do have, oh, Enke sent you language learner on. Shout out to Enke, my Haitian brother. I love you, Enke. Dr. Enke. Respect. Put some respect on his name. So anyway, like, I'm trying to, like, just be normal. You guys understand, like, I want you to know that even though I go through trials or whatever, I'm still trying to smile through it. Because I've been through so much already that, like, I've become a little stronger. So, like, I posted a picture for you guys to see the next day, me in a mirror, good or whatever, so you don't have to worry about me. What up, Army of Victimone? Thank you so much for your support as well, and checking on me. There's a lot of people that I didn't feel like really fuck with me like that were making videos. World News made a video and he was concerned about my safety. I would have never expected that. So I'm grateful for all of y'all. You turning into Britney Spears. Everyone is wanting a piece of you. LOL. QK. I don't know what that's supposed to be. If you try to, I don't know. But so what happened after that? So I went home. I'm trying to be normal, like, even though I'm stressed and I'm like, damn, how am I going to get to work? How am I going to get to work? I'm not trying to make none of you guys feel bad for me. I wish I could parler français. I speak Creole. I can't speak French, but I understand it though. Love you too, Desiree. Jeffrey? I don't know how to say it. Sherry Coco. Yeah, so I was acting regular, you know, trying to enjoy myself for, oh my gosh, HB2N for dry begging, laughing my ass off. Don't let losers make you feel less than. Rich white folks crowd fund all the time. Donations are tax credits. Thank you so much, HB2N, for your super chat. Yeah, like, I'm like, damn, did it seem like I was dry bagging? I'm so sorry that I kept repeating myself, like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't have a car. Like, it probably seemed that way, but man, you are needed and loved in these YouTube streets. Thank you, Army of Victimo, Tracy. You have a beautiful heart, sweet mom. Please don't ever change. Never apologize for going through hard times. We have them. Thank you so much. Like, I'm going to say this right now. This people that have a lot of constructive criticism for me, or sometimes people will talk shit. What up, Mike from Boston? What up? The person that picked up my mother's car the other day was from Boston. Anyways, yeah, there's a lot of constructive criticism, even though sometimes it may hurt my feelings. I understand. That's why I decided to make the video, so you guys know I was not dry begging. I have not received any donations from that. You know, maybe one person sent me something, which I'm thankful for. But hey, sis Stinson, what's up? I had Stinson praying for me earlier, and Leah, I was telling you what I was going through. But okay, real quick. So after that situation happened, I called the insurance company. Insurance company said they will come pick up the car, and basically it was probably going to be a total loss because it's a very old car. It's a 98. Okay, so with that being said, in my head, I'm like, okay, they're going to take the car. They're probably going to give me like $1,000 or so, minimum $1,000, $1,500, I hope. Then that could help me to go look for a car. But you got to keep in mind, it's not my car. So what I'm anticipating from the insurance company isn't coming to me. You see? So long story short, I'm trying to figure out what to do because the car is still in the location where I last left it. Because I couldn't get help on Friday. This happened on Thursday. Friday, I couldn't get nobody to help me. So if motherfuckers could dry bag for a fake ass wheelchair, oh my God, you should be able to dry bag for a real ass flood. Thank you so much. Nah, love. You're right. Like grown ass people, not even, they got donated a wheelchair, but they didn't want that one. They wanted a specific one. That's fucked up. Like if somebody offers me something and then no, I don't want that. But you was just begging for it. Anyway, I wasn't asking nobody for nothing. And I don't expect none of y'all to give me shit. Because that was my fault. I should have known better. Don't drive in a storm in a 1998 car that's low as hell. And then you see other trucks, you know, like emergency trucks going through. And you, like, I didn't see that there was other cars stuck, to be quite honest with you. I wasn't even paying. I just wanted to go home. Closed mouths don't get fed, HB. You are so right, HB2N. And a lot of times, mine doesn't get fed. But I will tell you this, I never tried to inconvenience anybody or ask anybody for anything, especially when it's my fault. The last time I asked for help was because I needed money to get my son braces for his legs, because I didn't want his feet to, because his feet kept going like this when it should be like this. I didn't want him like this, so that's why we did the GoFundMe or whatever. That was desperation. Since then, I never asked nobody for nothing. And I'm grateful that you guys still support me. But in order for me to just get through this, I just want to let you know, I did call the insurance. It's not my car. So the money, in essence, is not coming to me. I got in an argument because my mother was upset that I let the insurance come pick up the car. She wanted somebody to look at it so that they could fix it. I'm like, you got to get over this. This car is 23 years old. And I'm not going to get deep into the conversation that was had, but it wasn't a good one. As far as me, yesterday, I wanted to see if I could get a rental. My Saturn was purchased at $6,000 in 2006 and stolen in 2011. Due to full coverage via State Farm, I was cashed out $6,500. Full coverage matters. Thank you so much. Y'all, I've spoken about the sociopath that told me not to put full coverage on the car and why I did what I did. There's something called brainwashing when you're with and I'm not going to say the N-word because y'all keep talking shit about me saying the N-word. When you're with people like the others, like I would like to say, that don't have empathy, those type of people, They like to see you go through shit, so they'll put you in situations where you end up being fucked up, and they like to brainwash you. And I was brainwashed for a while until I woke up or whatever. That's why I keep speaking on it. Your child is special needs. Doesn't he get SSI and Medicaid? No, he does not, Josie. I tried to get him Medicaid. Most recently, I tried to get him Medicaid probably about like 4 or 5 months ago. And they basically denied me because they say I make too much money, which I don't believe Yep. DJ, NJ, I don't know if you're calling me that or whatever. Anyways, so I'm gonna try. What up, Imani's mommy? I'm trying not to get distracted. If anybody wants to talk shit, go ahead, talk shit. What the fuck is calling me? Nobody calls me, but when I go live, people want to call me. That's so annoying. Anyways, I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, so I was brainwashed at the time because I wanted to be in a relationship. They said she makes too much sense. Narcissist. Fuck them people. Okay, thank you, sis. So anyway, because I was brainwashed, I'm able to see when other people are going through it. That's why I was going so hard. Stop messaging me. Don't nobody hit me up when I was going through all this other shit. Y'all knew I was going through shit. Why you hit me up now? Don't. I hate that shit. I'd rather honestly want to be left alone for people that know that I'm going through stuff. And I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about people that actually know me in real life, that knows that I go through shit, but want to call me playing victim whenever I speak on it. Stay the fuck away from me. Don't text me. Don't call me. Leave me the fuck alone and let me heal on my own and let me go through this terrible time on my own and let me lift myself up with the help of God and the support from people that actually care about me. Stay the fuck away from me. I don't have time for anybody dragging me while I'm already down. Why you think I don't really talk about Pharaoh much? Because the dude, he's fucked in the head. I wanted to continue talking about him, but it's like I feel bad. I'm kind of like sitting back a little bit just to watch a little bit, just to see. But I don't agree with what he's doing right now. We gonna get into it. We still gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna just completely stop. I stopped because I realized I started to feel terrible. Like this dude has a mental illness that's deeper than what most people think it is. He's not just an asshole. He's having mental issues. So who am I to kick somebody while they're down? I don't like that. And anybody that thinks I'm fucked up, and I see some people that I thought was cool unfollowed me. I unfollowed you too. Like you don't have to, because I talked about your fave that has proper lingo. Stay the fuck away from me. Anybody that chose to unfollow me, I know, I see you. That's fine. Stay over there and leave me the fuck alone and let me grow. I don't want nobody that can fool the masses to make them think that they're good people, but I'm the bad one. Take accountability for when you do fuck shit. I know I do. That's why I'm telling you guys, I don't want you to help me in this situation because my mother said to me, do not drive. And I was so stubborn that I chose to drive anyway. If I listened to her, I would have never had this happen to me. I still would have been driving that car, getting me back and forth to where I need to go. Now I lost it all. And it's not my money. Oh, thank you, Power Enforcer. I appreciate that. So anyway, what happened after that? The reason why I do talk about narcissism so much is because I was brainwashed. So when the ex told me it was against his religion, which he's Muslim, that I'm not supposed to have full coverage, I'm supposed to trust in Allah. Trust in Allah. Allah protects you. I'm not even Muslim, but I'm listening to you. So anyway, I go to the gas station. I'm cool with a couple of Muslims. And I asked them if it's part of their religion. And they said no. They start laughing. They're like, are you serious? So from there, that's when I started to notice stuff. So I went to call the insurance probably like 3 days prior, but I was on hold too long and I hung up. 3 days later, my car gets stolen in front of my house, completely freaking totaled. The entire side swiped, lost it. And it was on the opposite side. Like, let's say you going this way on the highway, it was facing this way. And the police called me about 12 hours later to say, ma'am, we found your car. And it's completely swiped of everything that was in it. Swiped, swipe, swipe, swipe. So I was really like, whoever did this shit to me had to know me. Because you know the little things you put in the middle of the car? The smell good thing that looked like a tree? So I had like 4 of them up there. They took all 4 off, but they left the rubber band thing that hangs. So I was like, whoever did this to me did this shit either to hurt me or spite me or whatever. But I could never prove it. But I could tell you this, y'all. If it wasn't God that was speaking to me or the universe or to tell me who did it, because I was trying to figure out who did it to me, right? So my insurance company said, by the way, do you know your car caused an accident on the highway? So I'm like, oh my God, now I'm going to have to pay for somebody else's damages on their car because whoever stole my car crashed into somebody else. Guess what kind of car they crashed into? Y'all ain't going to believe it. My ex, the sociopath, diagnosed sociopath, he used to drive one of them ugly ass cars that got the nose that looks like this. It looks like a Sprinter, but it's not a Sprinter. He was driving it for work, but the nose goes straight like this, and it was white, a white vehicle. My car got into an accident with a white truck with a Sprinter pointing nose. If that isn't God or the universe telling me the person who stole your car is the car that you got, I don't know, it wasn't a PT Cruiser. It was like a car that people make deliveries in and stuff. He was working like delivering stuff. So the point is, it's not that the car that my car hit was him. It's just that was a sign from the universe or from God to tell me that was him who is the reason why your car was stolen. It was stolen in front of my house, man. My house. So yeah, anyways, you know, he laughed about it. I'm not going to lie to you. He acted like, you know, oh man, that sucks. Somebody stole your car, but he had a smirk on his face. And I didn't have a phone. I didn't have anything. And he came, oh, I just want to see Amir. He had a brand new phone. He sees that I'm struggling. I'm catching a cab. His boss gave me $50 so that I could catch a cab to work with Amir. So just to go to show you like the type of individual that I had in my life, that's why I'm so pushy about exposing motherfuckers. You think that I like doing this shit just for fun? I like doing it because these types of people fuck my life over. So if I could help somebody else by sharing my story or sharing the signs of certain things that could prevent you from getting fucked like I was, because not everybody's as strong as me. And I'm going to tell you, yeah, there are times where I just want to end it all. There's times where I don't want to live. I'm going to be honest with you. And I'm going to tell you right now, when this happens to me and somebody that's close to me knows that I'm in that condition and they walk away from me, stay the fuck away from me. If you know I'm going through it to where my mental is fucked up and I feel like ending it and you walk away from me, stay the fuck away from me and don't come back here, period. And if people want to take it as a subliminal, take it as a motherfucking subliminal. Stay the fuck away from me. When I'm down bad and you walk the fuck away, keep the fuck walking. Because at the end of the day, I will elevate. At the end of the day, God is going to bless me abundantly. And he will bless you as well. Anybody else that's going through shit, he's going to bless you. But I'm going to tell you right now, anybody that walks away from me at my lowest point needs to stay the fuck away from me for good. And understand this, I'm not desperate for friends. I'm not desperate for nobody. I used to be, not anymore. I used to cry every day about my situation, about my son being disabled. Now I'm thanking God for allowing my son to live, to breathe, to allow me and my son to live. I'm grateful for that. Before I used to cry. My son can't walk. My son can't talk. My son can't do that. I can't go to birthday parties because my son's not going to enjoy it. Oh no, I'm going to be proud to bring my son to a birthday party now. I got stronger throughout all the stuff that I've been through. So anybody want to come into my life and try to come to push me down lower than I already was? You want to help me to better myself? It's always the people that want to come into my life to help to better me that walk away from me when I'm at the worst. And then want to say I play victim. If you think I play victim, stay the fuck away from me. I will continue to hold my pain inside. Y'all want me to choke. The reason why I talk about it is because I feel like I'm suffocating. That's why I talk about it. So when I feel like I trust somebody enough to let them know how I feel and they tell me I'm playing victim, you ain't right for me. You don't need to be in my life. And that goes for any of y'all that goes through stuff and you feel like the person that's supposed to be closest to you, you can't talk to. Let that person go. It's not going to benefit you. But I'll get back to the whole car situation. So anyway, yesterday I tried to get a rental. I couldn't because of holiday. So I'm not going to beg. I'm not going to make anybody have to suffer for me. I decided to walk with my son. I recorded it. I wanted you guys to see like me walking with him, but I was so down. I didn't share it. I was going to go live, but I had to focus. So I'm walking in the sun with a long sleeve shirt, like wanting to beat myself up. Like, why would you come outside with a long sleeve button up in the sun? Amir loves the sun, so it's great for him. So I walked about an hour, and so he enjoyed it because he was getting some sun. And as soon as I get to my auntie's house, I'm like, yo, I gotta plop on myself on the floor because I'm like literally sweating. And so I'm like saying to my aunt, I'm gonna I couldn't get a rental. I'm gonna order some food because she didn't have no her oven don't work. So she was gonna cook on a grill with the, what's that thing called? A gas grill. So she was trying to get a ride from a narc in my family, and I don't give a fuck if you're watching. You're a fucking shitbag ass motherfucker. My aunt watches this person's kids for free, but I pay her, okay? She watches them for free, but not by choice. She asked that person for a ride to go get a bottle of gas so she could cook on the gas shit. Hold on. She asked him for a ride, and he said, sure. The minute she said where she wanted to go, he goes, that's too far. Mind you, it's literally 4 exits away. Nigga said that's too far. Had the freaking nerve. Oh my goodness, with this blank screen, I'm gonna have to block you completely. Like once I get off of this, I'm blocking you so you cannot come back on here with your bullshit. So anyway, what happened was this person told her it was too far. Then proceeded to leave their kids to be watched. Ordered food. Didn't say to her, would you like me to order anything since you can't cook? Your stove doesn't work. I'm about to order some food. Doesn't even offer her shit. So I'm saying to myself, damn. I call everybody out that I see on YouTube or Instagram for being narcs. And I have family members that is my blood that are that way. And I never call them out. So what I did was, because this person always ignores my son. My son is disabled. He will walk right past my son and act as if he does not exist. And I used to still be nice to him. And then one day I was like, yo, how fake is that of me? To know that you don't respect me or my son. You don't acknowledge my son, which is a human being. But I'm still being nice to you. If I order food, I'll be like, would you like some? I had to shake myself out of it, and I have not spoken to that person in months, and it feels so good. But anyways, to watch this person do this to my aunt that does everything for me and for you when you looking for help, and you couldn't even go get her some fucking propane, you shitbag, but you left your kids over there for her to watch. You ain't shit. You order food, bring the food, put it on the table, and then say, I'll be right back. You come back 3 hours later, but on your way back, you hit her up talking about, oh, I'm on exit so-and-so stuck in traffic. Mind you, that exit where you was stuck at, nigga, was 5 exits further than where she asked you to go get the damn propane. And that's not a narc. So I call them out even if it's my family, and I will cut a nigga off even if you're my blood. So if you're a bitch or a nigga that sees me going through shit and you want to fucking keep telling me I'm playing victim, you want to act like you helping me, help me, and then the minute you get mad at me, fuck the help, stay the fuck away from me. Understand, if I will cut off my family, I will cut off a bitch or a nigga that claim to be my friend or somebody that loves me. I could never do that. I know I may be mean, but I'm mean when I feel like I have to be. Period. Oh my God. hold on. Can I? Why they don't allow you to block people while you're live? I just don't want to see that blank screen person no more. But anyways, y'all, I had to come on here because I wanted you guys to understand I wasn't dry begging. I have to take responsibility for what I did. I was the one that drove the car when my mother told me not to. I couldn't see the storm because, y'all, if you remember that live, I was under a garage, so I couldn't really see. Anyways, thank you, Miss Garner. Yep, they can. Way! I wanted to scream, way! Shout out to all my Haitians. But yeah, y'all, I keep hiding them on the other mods are too, but it keeps coming. Thank you, Sister Simpson. I think they probably have multiple pages, probably. But yo, that was you. Oh my God. Thank you so much. Hold on. Your name is Najara. I hope I said your name right. Thank you so much, Najara. I heard it, but I didn't look at it. Najara. Thank you so much. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. I did not ask for it, and I'm grateful for it, but I will not request anybody to give me anything because it's my fault. I should have never drove the car in the rain that day. Najara, thank you so much. I'm thankful. I love you too. Love you, sweet face Ma. Thank you, Jay. Sweet Ma, you're the best. Oh, thank you, Atlanta girl. Yes, GZ, Cash App. No, she just sent me a Cash App. That's what I was thanking her for. I don't necessarily post my Cash App much on my page. Sweet Ma, it's Sweet Ma for life. That's my Cash App. Power Enforcer, thank you so much. Sweet Ma, I got you. And I did not go, thank you so much, I appreciate it. But I didn't go live today for you guys to give me anything. I can't stand that I allow people to affect me so much so that I don't want to go live. I can't stand that I allow people to affect me so much where if I know I need help, I'm not going to ask because I don't want you guys to think that I'm taking advantage or using or dry begging. That's one thing I can't do. If anything, I'd rather do a service and then receive money for that service versus me asking y'all for help. I did it once and I went through hell. I went through hell when I asked for help to get Amir's braces because some grown ass woman in her late 40s was so upset that I got money for Amir that she kept going making lives and lives and lives. She called the CPS. She called all these numbers just to make sure why I'm not getting any help and why I had to pay $3,000 for Amir's braces. Because I got a job, right? And with that job, when you try to apply for help from the state or the government, they're going to deny you if they deem that you're making too much. And FYI, I don't make that much at my job to even take care of myself. So for me to have a child that is disabled and they telling me, oh, no, ma'am, if you want Medicaid, you're going to have to pay $136 a month for whatever the shit is called. Body More Stefa. Thank you so much for your super chat. I appreciate it. No, but like I was told that I have to pay for him to have Medicaid, whatever it's called, because I know there's one for old people. Medicaid, I think is old people, or Medicare. I don't know. I used to work at doctor's office, but it's been like 10 years since I have, so I don't really know much of the insurance. But yeah, I really appreciate you guys taking the time. No, the car is a total loss, Tay. The car that I'm in right now, this is what I was trying to tell you. So I tried to get a rental car today. So when I called, they said, ma'am, I'm sorry, we have no cars. I said, so when will you have cars? They said, try back in 10 days. I was like, 10 days? He said, we got 200 people on a waiting list. 200 people on a waiting list. So after he said that to me, I was like, oh my God, like when I called on Friday, I should have picked up the car when you guys said you had something, like blah, blah, blah. Like I couldn't pick it up. And I explained to him like my situation. I have a child that is chair bound and I don't know what I'm going to do. You know, this dude called me 5 minutes later and said, ma'am, I got you. Come on in. I got a car for you. He held the car for me. So closed mouths don't get fed. Whoever said that to me, you are so right. When I told that person my situation, they made it happen for me. Wow. Dean, you always blessing me. Thank you so much, Dean Farmer. Sweet mom givers always have a problem asking for help. Please and peace and blessings. Oh, Linda Green, thank you so much for the Cash App. And Dean Farmer, thank you for the super chat. I don't want anybody to, and I know I need to stop worrying about what people think. I don't want anybody to feel like I'm on here trying to beg or dry beg. So I'm going to hop off. But I want to say thank you. And maybe I should finish my story before I go.